Hi, everyone. My name is Sophia. I'm one of the coaches for you at Qualcomm team. What I really wanted to talk to you about today is a short video on your posture and a really common misconception that's keep coming up in a lot of our consultations. So I want to be sure that you guys understand the mechanics of what's really happening when you're seated and forward hunching a lot, how you can combat, also how you can correct to be sure that your posture stay happy and healthy for a long time. So check this out. When you are working at home and you're being seated for a really long time, what a lot of us starts to notice is that our posture becomes this. Yes, as you're reaching for your computer, you're hunching forward. And even when you stand up, after a while, if this is what you practice, if this is what you're consistently teaching your body to do, this is what it adapts to. So how can we make sure that this is not us? A lot of the times, what people tend to think is that you got to strengthen your back. A lot of times, even we muscle it up. So it looks like this. A lot of times, people are like, okay, I'm going to tighten my back and then I'm going to be here. And that works for a little while. But these guys starts to get tired. And then after about 3 to 5 minutes, you find yourself back here. And then you muscle it up. And then you find it all the way back here. What I want us to understand is the muscles behind you are by far not designed to hold you up, you guys. What is designed to hold you up is your core. So what happens is just like asking your bicep to hold on to through a 3 pound weight. It's not very heavy at first, yeah. But if I'm asking this guy to hold it up for a long time, after a while it's gonna go, ooh, I'm tired. And that's exactly what's happening to your back. Also, to understand that when you're hunching forward, the muscles in the front, since we're reaching forward, these guys are the ones that are getting really tight. So, what we want to think is not necessarily back strengtheners, your back is strong, it's chest openers. So, instead of these guys getting pulled to the front, how can I lengthen my pectoral muscles to be sure that my back doesn't have to work extra hard to get me there? We'll walk through some of that. Also, what you want to think of is when you're hunching forward, the lower part of your lungs, it's where the highest concentration of alveoli is. It's not getting enough oxygen. When you're hunching forward, a lot of your breath comes to the upper chest, which means that you're not getting as much of the oxygen that you're pulling in, which is already pretty little, right? We're not breathing as well when you're sitting down versus when we're standing up or when we're walking around, meaning you're hunching forward, you're cutting off the circulation down here, right? Not that much oxygen. Your energy starts to go, and then a lot more coffee starts to happen. So, what you really want to think about is where's the position of my rib cage? And from asking, instead of asking your back, you're asking your core, the muscles in the front that are designed to hold you up, to simply position your rib cage to where it's meant to be. It looks like this: rib cage, lift. I didn't strengthen my back. I'm not squeezing any of my muscles. I'm simply asking my core, my global stabilization system, to lift my ribcage and position it in the right way. From here, it's not difficult to stay up. All it really takes is a little bit of mindfulness and understanding of how does your posture actually work. Where is your rib cage in compared to hinging forward or gently just lifting up? And when you're sitting up with the right posture, now you have a lot more room for your diaphragm to go, yeah? Hence, you'll feel like you have a lot more energy. Now, as far as your posture goes to the front and your pectorals getting tight, it's really common, you guys. We hunch forward throughout the day as you're working on your computer. We're also driving to the front. You brush your teeth to the front. It's a lot that happens forward. And we want to make sure that it's evenly balanced out. One of my favorite stretches for your chest is a stretch against the wall. It looks like this. You'll want to find somewhere where you have enough room. I'll show you from the back. You want to put your hand shoulder height, meaning it's not super high up. I'll scoot a little further back. It's not super high up. It's not super low. It's about your shoulder height. Then the best you can do, rotate backwards. So now I'm feeling my pectorals lengthen, yeah? Just to show you from the front. So I have my hand behind me. I rotate back. And this may not be where you start, right? You might have to work your way up to this, and that's okay. What you want to find on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 7 of discomfort in that shoulder. And then, guys, your job is to breathe. by sending oxygenated blood through that circulation, that really tight muscle that we put a lot of stress into eventually starts to release. Now, this takes practice because that hunching forward, it didn't just happen for half an hour, right? It's years of practicing rolling forward. So this is obviously going to take some release too. Takes patience, takes consistency. Your breath should sound like this: breathing in and breathing out. That's it. Breathing in and breathing out. Depending on how tight that feels for you, anywhere from 5 to 15 full rounds of breath will get you a significant difference. And if you want even more, you can draw shoulder mobility, large circles right against the wall. Yeah. Your shoulder may rotate with it at first, and then start to do your best to keep that square. That's one of my favorite ones. Give that a try, you guys. Let me know how that goes. See if that video in overall makes sense, right? It's pretty logical of what's actually happening. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.